Good morning. I've been out in the woods every day this week and there's mud everywhere, so I've got to vacuum and I need to do my laundry, and after that I'm headed over the mountains. I'm going to a punk show in a roller rink and I need to practice city driving because I'm moving to a city in December, and I'm just a very small town girl who is also a hippie, so I only got my license like a month ago and I intend to move to the city in December. So if I don't get my shit together and learn how to drive in a city soon, I'm gonna have some problems. But I'm excited to practice and I'm excited to go to a show. I'm excited to do some interesting things today. Ooh, Fredster's looking better already. Yeah. It's gonna be a good one. Alright, laundry's in the wash. I'm dressed. I'm almost to the brushing my teeth phase, but like I haven't drank my coffee yet. I've got 35 minutes to vacuum my house and do my dishes before my laundry needs to go in the dryer. And that's like my favorite part of laundry days, is that I have these very specific intervals of time to get things done, so my chores happen so much faster. Because food is a huge part of my life and I cook a lot and I'm vegan, I'm gonna post a lot of videos of what I'm making and what I'm eating, but you need to understand that you don't see everything and that I'm in no way encouraging people to eat the way I do on camera or the way I do in general. But I think I'm responsible for saying I take a B12 and I take a multivitamin, and I recommend anyone, omnivore, vegan, etc., do that with food. Yeah, I just wanted to quickly throw that in this video because I'm gonna post a lot of food vids and I don't want to feel responsible for you copying my diet and being like, she looks healthy enough. That's just false. Awesome, got all my chores done. Gonna make some like Thai curry inspired stir fry because I don't have coconut milk and I really want curry. So some hoisin sauce, some curry paste, ginger, lemongrass, and I'm gonna cook it in coconut oil and hope that that coconutty flavor just like gets in there. And then tofu, veg, the usual. Key. Juice. Stir fry. This turned out absolutely lovely. The squash cooked up really nice. My juice is extra green because there's no carrots in it, but oh my god, cooking the tofu in the coconut oil particularly fried my tofu up really perfectly. Look at those nice crispy edges, folks. Yum. I completely forgot to cut up my garlic because I've been making these time lapses of me cutting up veggies. I like set them out of the way so I could clear away my food waste before I diced them, and then just didn't. It's the most tragic thing, but also the best because now I get to eat a whole clove of garlic. So, you know, you win some, you lose some. on slow-mo, dude.
We don't need no white shoes. We don't need no neons. Call us alt-left Antifa, but those dudes are total weirdos.
With my grocery shopping done, I'm gonna head home and make lunch before I have to go to work. Probably do my nails and do a little bit of cleaning, but I think I'm gonna show you guys how to make my garlic aioli, because I was buying the Wildwoods brand, which is oof, so good, but my own recipe is so much cheaper and less containers. Like, they have glass with plastic lids, but it's still extra containers, which I try to avoid as often as possible. I'm really bad about it because my apartment complex doesn't have recycling, which is garbage. But yeah, I think that would be a fun recipe for you guys to learn, and it's super cheap and super tasty, and it's a great mayonnaise alternative for even non-vegans. So alright, that grocery shopping trip took forever, and so did cleaning my kitchen, so I'm running late, and I'm gonna try and make this aioli recipe as fast as possible. So it's 2 parts canola oil to 1 part soy milk with some garlic, salt, Tony's, and then before you add all the ingredients together, you put a splash of apple cider vinegar in your soy milk. So I'm doing a half batch because that's what fits in my blender. So it's 1 cup of canola oil, half cup of soy milk, sploosh of this, a little bit of seasonings, blendy, blendy, blend. Easy peasy. Along with all the plastic cups I receive at coffee shops, I also keep a shit ton of jars. And I'm just gonna throw that in there and it's done. And I'm gonna throw it on a sandwich. Mayonnaise, done. So I got off work early and I just want to make something quick and easy with the rest of the red curry paste. More ginger, more lemongrass, hoisin sauce, the same veggies as usual, but I'm going to do a whole pan of coconut milk. Tofu is cooking. Basically, I just want to make like a red curry soup and just like munch on that. It's kind of dreary. It's a dreary gray day out there. So that's what I'm up to. If your curry turns out good, but not like restaurant quality good, throw in some turmeric and just like a fuck ton of coriander, and it should fix it. The first thing you want to do when you're sewing patches onto anything, we're helping Apollo band patch up his kilt today, is take the patch you want to add first and then figure out where you want to place it.
There, how's that?
Perf. Great. And once you've got it in, you want to pin it in place.
Like just one on each side?
You're going to want more than one. I would say 1 for each corner. And you want it about as tight as you want it to be. Do you know how to use a pin?
Yeah, you put it in and then out, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just like a button you wear.
Yeah.
And
Boom.
how's that?
Perfect.
How am I doing?
3 more.
Okay. As tight as you want it to be.
Yeah. It's kind of like gluing something on, but a little bit more complicated.
Okay. We'll stab and stab out. Real quick, War on Women is an all-girl punk band. I'm not advocating for the War on Women. I'm saying it's messed up.
Excellent.
Just want to throw that out there.
And people should check them out.
Yes, definitely check them out. If you like punk and you like girl punk bands, they are very good.
Rad.
Saw them live and got this patch for free. It's like, I will wear that and explain to every person that I don't think the war on women is good.
Quality.
Because, you know, what are bands and punk bands for if not shedding the light on things that suck?
So that's true.
Come on. I'm gonna stab myself before the end of this.
If you don't stab yourself while sewing patches, like, is it actually punk?
You right.
Okay, so I'm gonna set up some string and then I'll show you some basic stitches.
Do it.
Okay, because Apollo has never threaded a needle before, I'm gonna show him how to do this, and I'm gonna try and show you guys how to do this. So a needle has a hole in it, which you can, yeah, it's called an eye, and I can't get it in focus, so that's life. And then there's your thread. To get your thread to fit through that hole, the first thing you're gonna do is get it wet, and then use your mouse to flatten it out, because all the little teeny tiny strings on the end are gonna try to expand into the hole, and then you just get it through.
Nice.
You want your thread to be just about an arm's length from one hand to your other shoulder.
Okay.
And then you go to the very end, whoop, get your two ends and tie those together. And I prefer to tie them into like a loop. So you have all this excess material. Yeah, there we go.
I see, I gotcha.
Yep, and then you can pull these two strings back and tie it again. This gives you like a pretty big knot, which is good because it won't go through your hole.
Right.
Right?
Right.
Excellent.
Go.
Alright, so you've made one mistake, you patched to the other layers. And that's okay. That's a pretty regular mistake.
Pro
and
tip for all you new sewers, don't do that.
I can fix that. Super easy.
Thanks.
Oop, stabbed myself. On brand. Alright.
Keep it. Keep the content. Keep the struggle.
The struggle is real. I was faster than you, but at what cost? Alright, so what you want to do is come from the underside. So you're going to feel for where you want your needle to come through.
Okay.
Increases the risk of stabbing yourself, but also increases accuracy.
Alright.
You're going to come through. And for the strongest stitch possible, you're going to do a loop and come behind.
Oh yeah, that thing. Okay.
And of course your string's going to mess up because life's like that. Life is
Yeah.
hard. Another really strong stitch you can use. I'm going to do a couple more of those maybe so you can see it. This is how you sew buttonholes. It's the buttonhole stitch.
Does it have a proper name?
Probs. Am I an actual seamstress or just a hobby horse?
We'll look that up in between edits. And just rinse and repeat.
Yeah, I like this for these frayed edge patches because it
Yeah.
kind of protects the edge a little. But you want to make sure you're getting in deep enough that it's not going to fray off either.
Okay.
And take your time, because the more even your stitches are, the better this is going to look and the longer it's going to last.
Oof, I'm gonna have to have a rough time with that part.
Yeah. And the nice thing about these is they have a grid in them. So you should probably estimate about 3 of these little stitches in the fabric over. I estimate that in millimeters. Whatever works for you. But if you can visualize about how far you want to go, it's going to make your life easier.
Alright.
I'll show you another stitch on a different patch. I think this is the perfect stitch for this patch.
I know nothing and I agree.
Get at it, fam.
No white. No. We don't need no neon. Call us alt left Antifa, but those dudes are total weirdos.
shout out to the band Mangy, which was actually my favorite at the punk show we went to, and I didn't get a chance to get a video of them playing because I was having way too much fun during their set. All the music and the silent moments of this that are not silent are thanks to them, so check them out. Their Bandcamp, Facebook, and Instagram should be in the box thing, you know? Alright, y'all, have a good day. Maybe I'll show Apollo more sewing some other day, but he's been busy.